For those of us climbing to the top of the food chain, there can be no mercy. There is but one rule: hunt or be hunted.
House of Cards is an American political drama television series that plunges viewers into the ruthless and ambitious world of Frank Underwood, a man determined to rise to the pinnacle of power by any means necessary. Through calculated manipulation, deception, and strategic alliances, Frank maneuvers his way up the political hierarchy, revealing the corruption and moral decay within Washington's elite. With a stellar cast led by Kevin Spacey and Robin Wright, supported by Kate Mara, Corey Stoll, and Michael Kelly, House of Cards stands as one of modern television's most gripping and intense political dramas. The series has garnered critical acclaim for its performances, sharp writing, and immersive cinematography. It has won multiple accolades, including 4 Primetime Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Power, corruption, and the game that never ends. Some TV shows entertain you, but House of Cards drags you into a world where trust is a weakness and betrayal is an art form. It's more than a political drama. It's a psychological chess match where every move is calculated and nothing is left to chance. But what makes this show so hypnotic? Let's dive in.
I've always loathed the necessity of sleep. Like death, it puts even the most powerful men on their backs. Shake with your right hand, but hold a rock in your left.
From the very first scene, House of Cards sets an ominous tone. Unlike conventional political dramas that center on ideals and diplomacy, this show delves deep into the murky waters of ambition and moral compromise. Every episode is meticulously designed to unravel another layer of deception, a new strategy in Frank Underwood's relentless pursuit of power. Every episode of House of Cards is like peeling back another layer of deception. The story unfolds like a strategic game of power, where even silence speaks volumes. It's not just about politics, it's about manipulation, ambition, and the hunger to control. The brilliance of the writing lies in how it keeps you guessing. When you think you understand the game, a new piece is moved, and the entire board suddenly shifts. The pacing is deliberate, the stakes are high, and the tension never lets up. What's real? What's a facade? The deeper you go, the more unsettling it gets. The show follows Frank Underwood, a cunning and ruthless politician who stops at nothing to achieve his ultimate goal, the presidency. When he is betrayed by those he once trusted, he embarks on a path of vengeance, carefully plotting the downfall of his enemies. But House of Cards is more than just a political thriller. It is a slow-burning descent into the consequences of unchecked ambition. Each episode builds on the previous one, offering subtle clues that only make sense in hindsight. The power struggles, backstabbing, and relentless drive of its characters make for a mesmerizing and nerve-wracking experience. The series crafts tension through psychological warfare rather than physical confrontation, making every conversation feel like a battle of wits. Visually, House of Cards is a masterclass in storytelling through cinematography. Every frame is meticulously crafted to reflect power, isolation, and control. The camera doesn't just follow the characters, it invades their space, making you feel like you're eavesdropping on something you shouldn't be hearing. The use of low lighting, cold color tones, and long, deliberate takes intensifies the tension. And then there's the breaking of the fourth wall, a technique so flawlessly executed that when Frank looks at you, it's not just to acknowledge your presence. It's an invitation, or perhaps a warning. The show's cinematography enhances its unsettling atmosphere. The use of dim lighting and deep shadows creates an air of secrecy, while carefully framed shots emphasize the isolation of characters as they navigate the treacherous waters of political warfare. One of House of Cards' most iconic elements is Frank Underwood's direct address to the audience. Breaking the fourth wall allows him to share his innermost thoughts, transforming viewers into his silent confidants. This technique adds an eerie layer to the storytelling, making us complicit in his schemes. The intimacy of these moments is both thrilling and unsettling, as Frank masterfully manipulates not only the people around him, but also the audience watching at home. The true power of House of Cards lies in its characters. Frank Underwood is not just a politician. He's a puppet master, pulling the strings of everyone around him. He's charming, calculating, and utterly ruthless. But he isn't alone in this game. Claire Underwood, just as enigmatic, is the perfect counterpart. Her presence is as chilling as it is mesmerizing. The brilliance of the show is how it makes you question your own morality. You know what they're doing is wrong, yet you can't look away. The more you watch, the more you wonder, at what cost does the power come? Frank Underwood, Kevin Spacey, is a character like no other, a master manipulator who operates with a dangerous blend of charisma and cruelty. His ability to control every situation, exploit weaknesses, and deceive those closest to him makes him one of the most compelling anti-heroes in television history. Claire Underwood, Robin Wright, is equally formidable. Far from the traditional political wife, she is a force in her own right. Her calculated decisions, cold demeanor, and ability to match Frank's cunning make her a fascinating and terrifying character. Their relationship is one of mutual ambition, each pushing the other to greater heights of power, even at the cost of their humanity. Beyond the Underwoods, the supporting cast adds further depth to the story. Zoe Barnes, Kate Mara, is a young, ambitious journalist caught in Frank's web. Congressman Peter Russo, Corey Stahl, is a tragic figure, a man struggling to escape his demons while being used as a pawn. Doug Stamper, Michael Kelly, Frank's unwavering chief of staff, is a shadowy enforcer who ensures that nothing stands in his boss's way. Each character is complex, with their own ambitions and weaknesses. Their interactions create a tangled web of loyalty, betrayal, and shifting alliances, making House of Cards an addictive and unpredictable experience. House of Cards doesn't just tell a story, it makes you a part of it. The question isn't whether you'll watch, it's whether you'll be able to stop. What do you think is the most dangerous thing in this show? The power, the lies, or the people willing to wield them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dive reviews. Because in this world, nothing is ever as it seems. From its masterful storytelling and breathtaking cinematography to its morally complex characters, House of Cards is a rare gem in the world of television. It's a show that lingers long after the credits roll, a haunting reminder of what power does to those who crave it most.
You know what Francis said to me when he proposed? I remember his exact words. He said, "Claire, if all you want is happiness, say no. I'm not going to give you a couple of kids and count the days until retirement. I promise you freedom from that. I promise you'll never be bored." You know, he was the only man, and there were a lot of others who proposed, but he was the only one who understood me. He didn't put me on some pedestal. He knew that I didn't want to be adored or coddled. So he took my hand and put a ring on it. Because he knew I'd say yes.